cheers to you on this Memorial Day as we are, celebrating our freedom here and honoring those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for that freedom on this Memorial Day. A lot of good quality family time we got to have this weekend. We went out on a hike and really enjoyed the weather.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was beautiful. We went to Mexico. We got a chance to go to Valle de Guadalupe, and like the wine country there is amazing.
Awesome.
It was just a beautiful weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed it, had some good quality family time as well. And today, if you do have the day off, of course, remember what this day is all about, to thank our service members for their sacrifice, their families as well. And this is a live look for you. Look how gorgeous that is. What a way to start the day. Our Mount Woodson camera, you see that sun coming up. Sunrise time was just about 20 minutes ago. I'll talk more about what your temperatures will be like as we start this warm up. How warm are we talking here in just a little bit? Jenny.
So good morning to you. Welcome to your Monday. If you're up this early, that's nice. Maybe your body just synced up with the time that you normally get up. Now, the good part is if you do have to drive right now, most of your travel times are fine. I don't see any major crashes. I do want to take you over to the east, San Vicente Road. It looks like we've got a stalled car at Wildcat Canyon Road. I have a feeling this is probably going to be the biggest thing that we're dealing with this morning. Coronado Bridge, super quiet up to the North County, no major issues. Netta.
Well, today, of course, is Memorial Day, a day to honor the men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Ceremonies are being held across the country this morning. News 8's Allison Royal is live outside the USS Midway with more on the local ways we can honor our service members who never made it home. Allison?
Good morning, Eric and Netta. There are a number of different ways that San Diegans can honor our service members who, as you said, never made it home. Some of those events are actually taking place here at the USS Midway. Beautiful start to our morning into our Memorial Day. So one of those events is going to be virtual. It will be live streamed from the Facebook page of the USS Midway. And then there's also going to be a blood drive that's in person starting at 10 o'clock this morning. Then at noon over in the PB La Jolla area, the Mount Soledad Veterans Memorial, along with some other memorials and museums, will honor Air Force Airman First Class William Peitzenbarger, a Medal of Honor recipient, and then Vietnam War hero. There are also a number of national moments of significance that are planned for today, including commemorating the 30th anniversary of Desert Storm. Overall, Memorial Day is a chance to honor, mourn, and remember veterans and service members that are no longer with us. This is what President Joe Biden had to say.
You know, a lot of time passes, but you all know better than I do, as well as I do, that the moment that we celebrate it is the toughest day of the year. We're honored, but it's a tough day. It brings back everything. And so I can't thank you enough for your continued service to the country. And your sons, your daughters, they live on in your hearts and in their children as well. And we have to carry on without them.
President Joe Biden and then First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will be at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia in about an hour to pay tribute to some of our service members that we've lost. And just here this morning, I've seen a couple people out and about for their morning walks, and they're stopping to look at different statues and different monuments and reflect on what it means to be an American and what it means to mourn the loss of some people who never made it home. So very touching to be out here this morning. And if anybody's watching and is mourning a family member who they've lost as a service member, my heart goes out to you. So thank you so much for your continued service. Netta and Eric.
Very
well said. Yeah, thanks for that, Allison. Over the weekend at Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery, an American flag was placed at the grave of each man and woman who paid the ultimate sacrifice.
And News 8's Tim Blodgett spoke to volunteers about the importance of this tradition.
Every time I come to Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery, it takes my breath away. There are over 100,000 service members and family of service members buried here. And on this Memorial Day weekend, we remember each grave with a flag.
It's one of San Diego's most beautiful overlooks, making it a fine resting place for our nation's heroes. Dating back to the First World War, the pearly white marble headstones are vivid reminders of those who have served.
It's very important to come out and pay tribute to those that gave the ultimate. When they signed on the dotted line they signed their life away, and many of them did throughout the wars of history.
It's Memorial Day weekend, and Jeff Simonides is in charge of the ceremonies at the cemetery. Today, volunteers of all ages are placing over 100,000 American flags at the foot of every headstone in the cemetery.
It's a sad day, but it is a day of joy that we can recognize those veterans who have paid the ultimate sacrifices and their families as well.
Greta Hamilton is an Air Force veteran of 20 years. Not only is she commemorating the sacrifice of those who have put their lives on the line, but those who have supported them through their service.
Soldiers, airmen, coasties, Seabees that have made, even the family members, because I truly believe that if you have a member that is in the military, everybody serves.
This is the symbol that many brave men and women fought and died under. So it's a fitting tribute to have the fallen resting below an American flag. So on this Memorial Day weekend, solemnly remember those who have served. Tim Blodgett, News 8.
New this morning, police are looking for a hit-and-run driver that injured a man in Rolando. This happened around 1 this morning in the 6600 block of El Cajon Boulevard near Montezuma Road and College Avenue. Police say a man was in an unmarked crosswalk when he was hit. No description for the car other than it was a dark sedan. So if you know anything, you're asked to call police.
Turning to the latest on coronavirus, health officials have discovered a new variant, this time in Vietnam, and they say it's a hybrid of strains first found in India and in the UK. Meantime, here in the U.S., for the first time in more than a year, many of the nation's health experts do not expect a major surge in COVID-19 infections due to travel over this long holiday weekend. That's because about 51% of the nation's adults are vaccinated, and millions more have recovered from the virus. Here locally, officials are reporting 58 new COVID cases. That's it. But they are reminding all of you to please don't let your guard down.
This Memorial Day weekend looks a lot different than last year. Pandemic restrictions are loosening up, and it's the first time many are out celebrating a holiday. Hundreds of thousands of people are visiting our coastline.
We're here for a 4-day weekend, and we love it. I mean, it doesn't get much better than San Diego.
Well put. We spoke to people about how comfortable they are with the crowds out there.
This looks a little crowded. Maybe we're going to mask up, but as long as we're able to kind of keep space, and we're vaccinated, so we feel confident, but because we're traveling with our child who's too young to be vaccinated, we are a little more cautious, eyes open for anything that feels crowded. We won't be dining indoors yet with him.
Lifeguards and police have extra staffing on duty to monitor the crowds, but say they will not be enforcing masks or social distancing. Also, this long holiday weekend, more CHP officers are on the lookout for impaired, distracted, and aggressive drivers. Right now, it is a maximum enforcement period, meaning all available CHP officers are out on the roads across San Diego County for the busiest holiday weekend in more than a year. CHP says if you plan to party, you should also make plans for someone else to drive you home. The max enforcement period goes through tonight. Yes, we want everyone to be enjoying a safe holiday weekend here.
That's key, of course. Yeah, you know, and weather-wise, I'm glad to report that things are not going to be too, crazy out there. It's going to be pretty calm, pretty typical for today. Ahead of this warming trend, I mean, it's actually starting today for a lot of inland spots. This morning, you saw the cloud coverage. That was the view from Del Mar, and then you see it even east of our mountains. This is Mount Woodson's camera. It looks like, you're in a plane looking out the window. That's the cloud coverage we're sitting above as far as the camera is concerned. But now here's a camera that's below the cloud coverage. This would be Mount Soledad, and you see it's overall kind of gray and hazy downtown skyline right there, but overcast skies will clear up, so not to worry. You'll see that sun today. It's 63 degrees for downtown San Diego. Places like the USS Midway, if you can get there along the Embarcadero, go for that walk. It will be a lovely day out there. I know low 60s to start, a lot of 50s in a lot of spots right now, but by the afternoon it should feel really comfortable for most of you. A quick check of your visibility here. We're doing okay, except for in Ramona. That seems to be where that marine layer is sitting right there, at a higher elevation. So you may end up driving through the cloud coverage, so just be careful, maybe a little slow going. Overall, satellite radar shows, most of Southern California covered in that marine layer. And temperatures right now, 57 Poway, 59 El Cajon. You're at 59 in Chula Vista, 53 in Alpine. Look how much warmer our deserts are. Mountains and deserts, you'll feel that warm up more significantly, definitely for that. The the rest of this week. Wind speeds not too breezy, 3 to 8 miles per hour. That's all we're seeing. So your Memorial Day forecast looks pretty nice. 69 degrees will be your afternoon high. Our sunset will be at 7:51 today. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have those flipped. Our sunrise is at 5:42. Sunset will be at 7:51. I'll change that graphic for you. But again, a sunny afternoon should feel pretty nice out there. Jenny.